Welcome to Late Night Update, the number one news source on the only Ivy that Trump hasn't attacked yet. I'm Connor Schaefer.
And I'm Scott Sorensen. Let's get into the headlines. Hanover residents and Dartmouth students alike united last week to protest against Trump's policies, calling for an end to ICE activities in our town. The men's and women's hockey teams are devastated.
Prospective students from the class of 2029 recently visited campus to learn about all the wonderful things that they'll gain from Dartmouth, including multicultural understanding, deep connections, and poverty. Fraternity members were prohibited from hosting 29s overnight, mostly because they were unable to count that high.
Defending the recent changes to the Courtyard Cafe, John Plodzik, director of dining, recently stated that the only new menu item added was a junior double cheeseburger to, quote, compete with McDonald's double cheeseburger. McDonald's stock has since dropped 20% as they struggle to outmaneuver Dartmouth dining. Foco late-night burritos, meanwhile, have struggled to keep up with the E. coli production of Chipotle.
And now for a quick PSA. Have you recently played Without a Brother on Table, called Foco by its legal name, compared SAT scores, got into Harvard but chose Dartmouth because of the community? You may be deported.
This week, the Rockefeller Center hosted a bipartisan talk about a clean energy transition in Irving Center, and that's the joke.
And there was an opinion article in the D against Matt Raymer's recent appointment in the college administration. And people are pretty worried about his oversight of Ovis, considering his views on birthright citizenship. Raymer, however, is one step ahead of his new student opponents, has already declared that birthright citizenship on Dartmouth's campus only applies to legacies.
Dartmouth students have recently been enjoying a new film at the Nugget Theater, the Minecraft movie. It's become such a staple of Dartmouth culture that it's quickly replaced the Top of the Hop as one of the Dartmouth 7.
And Bylock has been going back and forth on tuition prices this week. She started on Monday with an increase of 10%, but with exceptions for Russian students. Tuesday, she spiked tuition for Mexican, Chinese, and Canadian students. And then responding to outcry on Wednesday, she declared that a 90-day pause would be in effect. But then on Thursday, she appealed to her base with a 125% increase on Chinese students' tuition. This story is still developing.
In other dining news, private documents have recently leaked showing the true purpose behind the Foco hand scanners. One of the senior members of DDS has a hand kink. We've received a report that next year DDS plans to introduce a new way of swiping in, foot scans. Thanks for tuning in. That's all our writers felt like writing, so we bid you good night, and we're going to head to actual late night.